Okay, dear students, welcome to this mini webinar session. Now is your turn, Isabella. Could you share your presentation, please?
Okay. ¿Sí se ve la imagen?
Yes, Isabella, you can start right now.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Isabella De Hoyos Cordero, and today I want to talk about a very common problem in learning English, just learning instead of thinking in English. Many students understand English, but when they try to speak, they stop, hesitate, or feel nervous. This usually happens because they are translating everything from Spanish to English in their minds. This process makes communication slow and difficult. When we translate, our brain works into step, first in Spanish and then in English. Because of this, we need more time to respond, and we often make mistakes. For example, in Spanish we say I have 20 years, but in English the correct form is I am 20 years old. This shows that translating directly does not always work. um, this happens because our brain is used to our first language. We have not created automatic connections in English yet. So we depend too much on Spanish. However, there are some strategies that can help us think directly in English and improve our fluency. The first strategy is to think with images. Instead of translating words, we should connect them with images in our mind. For example, when you hear the word dog, don't think perro, just imagine a dog. Or when you hear apple, imagine the fruit, not the translation. This helps your brain create a direct connection with English. The second strategy is to use simple English. If you don't know a word, don't stop speaking. Try to explain it in another way. For example, if you don't remember the word calculator, you can say it's a machine used to do math. Or if you don't know scissors, you can say it's something you use to cut paper. This helps you continue speaking without fear. The third strategy is to practice thinking English every day. You don't need a classroom for this. You can do it in your daily life. For example, when you wake up, you can think, I am waking up, I am brushing my teeth. I'm going to class. The simple sentence help you time your brain. The fourth strategy is to learn completed phrases, not just individual words. For example, instead of learning only the word hungry, learn the phrase I am hungry. Or instead of thinking word by word, learn expressions like how are you? This helps you speak faster and more natural. To conclude, thinking in English is essential to improve fluency. It allows you to speak faster, make fewer mistakes, and feel more confident. It is not something that happens immediately, but with daily practice and patience, it becomes easier over time. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, Isabella, thank you so much for your presentation. Now is the part of the question. So the other students right now can ask your question for Isabella, please. Remember, Cielo, Laura, Jessica, you must do a question for your partner about the topic that she explained. Entonces, en esta parte, Cielo, Laura, Jessica, deben formular una pregunta para su compañera sobre el tema que ella acabó de explicar.
I am sorry, Isabella. What is the topic, please? No, not to pay attention. I'm sorry. It's okay. The moment, please.
Come on, what is your question, please? Cielo, what is your question for your partner?
My question for Isabella is that do you understand in your own words that you say?
Repeat, please, the question.
Yes, Isa. Okay. That did you understand in your one words that you say?
Cielo, if you want, could you write your question and send it by the chat, please? Write your question and send it by the chat.
Isabella, the question, what do you think is the best strategy for learning to speak in English?
También la escribo en el chat.
No, in this part, the idea is that you can answer the question speaking, please. The idea that your partners write the question in the chat is for you can understand in a better way, ¿cierto? Para que puedas entender de pronto mejor. Si no les comprendiste la pregunta, entonces ahí la puedes leer, pero pues sí la tienes que responder sin escribirlo. So the first question is, what do you understand in your own word what you say? Entonces la pregunta básicamente se centra en que en tus propias palabras, ¿qué podrías decir de lo que acabas de exponer? Or what do you think is the best strategy for learning to speak English? But I need that you answer the question because remember that this is your grade of the activity. The idea with this session is to speak all the time in English. And in this part, maybe you can prepare your answer, but I need that you answer the question, Isabella, and also for the other students.
What do you think is the best strategy for learning to speak English? Mm, there is not um, there is not one the best strategy. Uh, but thinking there is not only a best strategy, but thinking uh, in English instead of translating is one of the most effective. It help you speak faster and more naturally.
Okay, Isabella. The other question is, what do you understand in your own word what you say? La que te decía ahorita. ¿Qué entiendes en tus propias palabras sobre el tema que expusiste? Pues acá en esta parte, básicamente es lo que tú entiendas, la conclusión a la que llegas. Jessica, remember, prepare your question, please.
Okay. What do you understand in your own word that you cite? Uh, mm, mm. What I understand is that there is not only one best strategy to learn English. However, one of the most effective strategies is to think directly in English instead of stuttering.
Okay, Isabella. And now, Jessica, what is your question for Isabella?
Do I have to say it or can I write it on the chat? Okay.
If you want,
According
you can,
to,
yes, you can say the question and you can also write the question by the chat, please.
okay, according to your experience learning English, what is the best way for you to learn it?
¿Me la repites, por favor?
According to your experience learning English, what is the best way for you to learn English? What is the activity that you do to learn English? Listening to music, watching movies, speaking to others. That's what I mean.
Um, Reading books and listening to music.
Okay, Jessica. So thank you so much for your presentation. Remember, prepare your own question for the next presentation. That is Cielo. Cielo, you can prepare your presentation, please. Meanwhile, I do the feedback for this presentation. And well, as you said, is true, Isabella, the learning English without translating is better. Why? Because translating is slow and it can cause a lot of mistakes. It's better learn with sentence, image, and practice every day. That is the best way to learn English, and you can improve a lot in the future. Maybe try to think in English, not in Spanish. As you say in your presentation, you can listen to music. There are many ways, many forms to prepare or to learn English. Because if you translate all the time, you can have a lot of mistake. So I completely agree with you that the correct form to learn English is not translating. The idea is to study all the time, every day, in different way. You can choose the way that is better for you. So thank you so much for your presentation and that interesting topic. Now the turn is for Cielo. So Cielo, could you share your presentation, please?
Yes,
But
teacher.
let me finish this recording, and I'm gonna start other recording for you. Okay.